This is my first big motorcycle ever. I've had a Ninja 250, I have the Grom now, and this has been my dream bike for a long time. This is the brand new 2024 Yamaha MT09, made in Japan, 890 cc's, around 117 horsepower from this triple cylinder. Yes, a 3-cylinder. It's got about, I want to say around 70 pound-feet of torque as well. This color combination just came out for 2024. They also made quite a bit of additional upgrades for 2024. Now has cruise control standard. I love these cyan wheels, MT09 logo there. We got the Nissan brakes, and it ticks all the boxes that I've been looking for my first big bike. Am I going to get rid of the Grom? No, I'm not going to get rid of the Grom, but I wanted cruise control, and previously that was only available on the MT09 SP. Now it is standard here on the base MT09, and I didn't need to get the SP model with the fancier forks, the better suspension, because I'm not going to take it to the track or anything. And here in Florida, guys, it's just flat and straight, and so I don't need to have the SP ness to this vehicle or this bike. I already have a quick shifter on here, which I just took it from Power Lodge here in Southwest Florida, and yeah, I'm gonna drive this back home, and I need to get going because it's about 4:30. It's time for dinner time for the family, so I need to get back. But the CP3, not Chris Paul 3, CP3 is this cross-plane 3-cylinder triple that has gobs of torque, gobs of power. I haven't taken it past about 5 miles an hour, just taking it from the delivery. So as you guys will find out with this new TFT, this is an all new screen. I'll put on the screen the old screen and the old controls from the 2023 model year. This new TFT screen. I'm keeping it in rain mode until I get used to the bike, and then of course we have different modes to flip through. It's just nice. I don't have to go through any like screens or fumble through the controls. I can just easily get through my different modes through the button. So you can also have 2 custom modes here. This is not going to be a full review. Definitely stay tuned on the channel. I will be doing lots of updates on this bike. I plan to probably change the exhaust, maybe the tail tidy this thing. The whale tail on this is quite ridiculous, but I could talk about it all day. But let's throw a leg over. Don't forget the kickstand. The kickstand is in a weird spot. The angle's here in a weird spot. I'm so used to driving or riding my Honda Grom. So blinkers are not self-cancelable to my knowledge, but you just press the right again and it cancels it, which is kind of nice. Horn right below that, hazards, and then here's your cruise control. And I haven't even played with this joystick. So I'm gonna get my mirrors set up the way I need to have them, and that might change as I get onto the road, but I am very, very excited to put this into gear and drive, or should I say ride. I'm so used to saying driving because I review cars for a living, but I want to do motorcycles too. I love motorcycles just as much as cars. I have more fun when I drive a motorcycle, but you guys also know it's inherently more dangerous than driving a car. So I'll be straight up honest with you. The most powerful bike I've owned previous to this was a Ninja 250 about 10 years ago. Now I drive my Grom, or should I say ride my Grom. And my Grom, I love that bike, but I needed something with a little bit more power just to leave my neighborhood onto streets like this. I don't like riding my Grom on fast moving streets. So this is our first foray here. Yeah, 6 speed, of course. And the great thing about these bikes, you can ride them as slow as a Grom if you want to. You can also roll onto the throttle, and it feels, gosh, what did that feel like right there? Because I've never experienced anything like that. Well, it just feels like you have endless amounts of power, because I'm only cranking the throttle maybe a quarter, and it's accelerating about as fast as I would say a 200 horsepower car is what it feels like. But it's also much more responsive. Now, there's a break-in period for this. I'm not going to be rushing this through red line or anything. I'm not going to be pushing this anywhere close to 11,000 RPM. I'll probably keep it under 6,000 RPM. One thing I've noticed immediately is this thing gives off a lot more heat than my little Honda Grom. It also feels a lot more stable. Just going 50 miles an hour. The Grom can do 50 miles an hour. I have it modified so it can do a little over 60, fully pinned and tucked with the wind behind you. But this just feels super, super stable in comparison with leg heaters because I feel that heat coming straight into my ankle area. Okay, so this has auto rev matching, downshifts and upshifts. That's really easy. I wouldn't say it's as fun. Now I could probably deactivate this quick shifter if I wanted to, but why would I do that? But is it as fun as downshifting on my Grom? Absolutely not. I think it's because the Grom is just so tiny, and ooh, I'm getting some good smells here. Now, I had 0 miles on it driving it off. I now have 2 miles. So I'm getting some good smells. Maybe it's the CHR in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it's the bike going, you know, running the engine pretty much for the first time. Now this piece right here, this is supposed to enhance the sound. Go figure. Yamaha, the brand that also designs instruments, also makes really good sounding engines. And you guys know the intro on my channel, at least on the automotive end, is largely the LFA, the V10 co-developed with Toyota for the Lexus LFA. So Yamaha, no stranger to making engine sounds sound like instruments, like a beautiful chorus. So I can't wait to open this up to hear this intake a little bit more. I'm still getting used to the gearbox. It's going to take some time for sure. But yeah, there's good old Lexus right there. Anything good? I saw a TX. Toyota, we got some Tundras. The Tundra recall just came out for the engines, for the non-hybrids anyways. Vibes. What about vibrations? Honestly, it's pretty smooth overall. I have a little vibration coming through the handlebars, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. And these levers are adjustable, and so compared to where they are, the levers on my Grom, they feel a little bit further out than my Groms. And let's play with cruise control. Holy cow, no learning curve because it's just like a car. And yeah, I don't have to keep my hand on the throttle, which would be great for long road trips. I plan on taking this to Bike Week. I plan on taking it to the Keys if possible. So this is an awesome feature. It's not like radar cruise control, so if there's a car in front of me, I can't check out. And on a motorcycle, you're never truly checked out, and that's why it's also more fun. And I can just control the speed too, I think. Yeah, I'm lowering the speed here with just the push of this button. It's pretty cool. Thank you, green light. I don't feel like testing the brakes here yet, but yeah, first ride on the MT09. It kind of gives me the same feel as my Grom. I feel really upright. There's a Lexus. Nice job, Lexus. I'll just take cruise control off, but yeah, I feel really upright. I just feel like I'm sitting taller than the Grom, which I am. Honestly, this whole setup right here feels like the Grom, just slightly bigger. And that's, I wanted that. I wanted more naked bike. I'm not in any hurry to get a sport bike. I feel like those years are probably behind me. I mean, this is a bike you could take to the track too, but I was never like, I never had the money when just cracking the throttle to get through that yellow light. I never had the money in my 20s to afford a sport bike like R6 when they were out in my 20s. Rest in peace. This bike will eventually be turned into R9, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, the universal Japanese motorcycle, this is kind of close to that original idea. I was a big fan of the ZRXs from Kawasaki. And yeah, that bike's not really around anymore. You have the Z900 RS, right? It's so weird not clutching and blipping the throttle. It's so weird. Super weird. I don't like shifting into first with the quick shifter. I might always override that. And I kind of didn't know what to do because I'm getting used to the quick shifter. I'm so used to clutching on my shifts. And okay, we get to try the brakes real quick here. Doing the downshifts. Pretty smooth. And it might get smoother over time. That one just did a double downshift there from third to first. And it handled it really well, but that's not what I wanted from it. Yeah, I need to put a can on this. Oh my gosh. That quick shifter is so fun. You get it's a little jerky. It's not as smooth as I would like it to be. But it does, I mean, I can be a little bit lazy. I don't have to work the clutch shifting, so that's kind of cool. But I don't have I actually have zero experience with quick shifters on bikes. So, but it's a little jerky, but I'm not expecting, I don't know, Ducati levels of smoothness here on this bike, on this Yamaha. This is about $13,000. I don't know how long I'll have this bike. I picked up a 5-year warranty, which is refundable and prorated. So now, why did I get the MT09? I guess I could make another video about that. That could be a whole nother video. I'm not going to do the quick shifter here. I want to get a feel for the clutch. I don't feel like it's as smooth as a Honda Grom. That's all I can compare to because that's what I drive or ride most of the time. It's not quite as smooth. At low speeds anyways, flying through the gears, but I can just kind of leave it in gears here, at higher gears, even at lower speeds. The Grom doesn't like that because it doesn't have gobs of power everywhere like this bike does. So you can be a little bit lazier with the shifts on this too, even though you have a quick shifter to make it even more lazy. Yeah, this is just my first ride. I didn't really have anything planned topic wise. I spent most of my day planning for a beach party for my 8-year-old, and I took delivery once we got home from that beach party. So delivery of the bike was not the thing I was really on my mind the whole day. It was setting up tents on the beach, getting food ready, picking up food from Publix, entertaining the kids at the beach party, that sort of thing. This is just icing on the cake, right? So yeah, MT09, it's here, and this is definitely like a first date. That's what I would call this video and this experience for me that I'm sharing with you guys. My first date as an adult, I would say. I feel like my Grom, it's literally dating a middle school kid, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's, you know, it's just like that puppy love, and it's great that I get to live and relive that puppy love all the time with the Honda Grom. Like, I get on that and just so many smiles. Am I having as much fun here? It's too early to say because I'm literally just putting this thing around, and this thing is a serious performance beast. But yeah, I feel like MT09 for me, if you want to compare it to girls, this is like not even high school. I feel like high school would be like that bird almost flew right at me. I wouldn't compare this to dating a high school girl. This is more like, you know, you got your first job out of college, you're living on your own, you have your own place. That's what this bike is to me right now. It's like my first foray into dating in the motorcycle world as an adult. And it feels good. It feels good. And I hope I have a really long relationship with this bike. Like I said, I don't know what the future holds for me with motorcycles, because it's like, yes, I've always wanted MT09, especially when they updated this bike. And I'm 6'1". I easily flat foot this bike, so it's very comfortable for me. And I'm still in rain mode, which again, this is like the first date. Okay. That quick shifter is getting smoother. I don't know if it's because I'm shifting at higher RPMs than I was previously, but it's getting smoother, or things are they're just getting smoother because I'm breaking in the bike. I think it will get smoother over time. You know, I'm excited to do all sorts of things with this bike. If you're new to the channel, I mainly do automotive stuff. And I love cars. I love cars so much, but I love motorcycles just as much, like I mentioned when I started this video. And I will be getting a Honda SCL 500 on the channel as a press bike. So I'll be making content on that. So if you guys want to see more content on motorcycles, stay tuned. It's probably never going to be a daily thing on the channel, but maybe weekly, bi-weekly, monthly for sure. I'll be posting motorcycle videos, whether it's a Grom, a press bike, or this new MT09. So with that being said, I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited to share this adventure with you guys. And yeah, I'm just getting used to the turn-in of the bike too. You definitely feel the heft of it compared to the tiny 125 that I have in the Grom. But it feels really, really stable, and you feel like you have a lot of contact with the ground, which I absolutely do compared to the Grom. Oh, I like the character of this engine a lot. You know, I dreamt of having inline fours as a kid because I love the sound of them. I haven't stretched the legs on this yet, so I don't know really what it sounds like, but I like the character of it so far. I like its vibrations. That's what she said. I like how torquey it feels. Okay, I see. I used my quick shifter too lightly there and it went straight into neutral. So yeah, those quick shifts are getting really smooth now. So this is gonna be a break-in period. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. If you enjoyed the video, smash a like button, I appreciate that. And stay tuned for more MT09 coverage. You guys saw me put the first 9 miles on my bike. The gearbox feels way better. I mean, the shifter on my foot feels a lot better than the Groms, as it should, because this costs about 3-4 times more than the Grom. So yeah, it's just everything about it feels much higher quality, but I'll speak to more of that as I get more comfortable with the bike and put it through its paces over the course of my ownership with this bike. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.